PUBG PGC 2025 Pick'em Challenge is here. This is where you have to vote on your favorite teams or what teams you think are going to perform the best for the tournament. Why would you have to vote? Well, it's to get esport points. So what do esport points do? It buys skins in the game. So come take a look at all the skins. We've already covered them, but I'll just kind of give you a quick TLDR recap. What teams to vote for, when to vote, when not to vote, etc. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, disclaimer, if you're on console, you will not have a Pick'em Challenge option. You guys can only buy the skin directly. You do not have a way to vote like PC does. It's a PC only thing. So you're going to go to this little Pick'em Challenge thing up here. Here's the overview. Here's the dates of when the games are being played. This is very important. These last stages end on December 7th. This date is very, very important to remember for what I'm about to tell you. This will tell you Group A, B, and then last stage. And then down here at the bottom, you see these eliminations. This means there's going to be 17 teams eliminated before the grand finals. So the grand finals is what you're actually voting for on the Pick'em Challenge. You are voting for what team is going to place, first, second, third, etc. for the grand finals. So why I always scream from the rooftops, do not vote yet, is because you could be voting for a team that you may love that team, or they may be a really good team, but there's a possibility they do not even qualify for the grand final. So you have with the 32 teams or whatever here, 17 of these teams will go poof, fugazi. They will not advance to the grand final. So all these votes, we have 1 million people voted for DN Freaks, 1 million people voted, 222,000 for Twisted Minds. All these are all votes that people have already made, which is obviously fine and dandy. If you want to go ahead and vote now, feel free. Like I'm going to vote for the boys, right? So Falcons, I'm always going to vote for them. But what I'm telling you is that if you want the best chances at winning, you don't vote yet. You wait until right before this day, or I'm sorry, right before December 12th. That's the actual day of the grand finals. And you'll see up here at the top left, ends in 34 days. That means you have up until this timer when it runs out to cast your votes. You see this little icon right here? It says grand final team. On the last few days leading up to this expiration timer, this little double asterisk or whatever you call it, this will get applied to the teams that advance to grand finals. Of those teams, that's who you are going to want to vote for and choose which team you think will perform the best. So when we get closer to that date, I will make a follow-up video with my pick, my recommendations on, hey, based on these teams that advance to the grand finals, I think these would be the top 5 or the top 6 teams, which is what I do for all the Pick'em Challenges choices for you guys. All right, so that's what not to do and then when to do it. Now for the team face-off challenge right here, this is different. You have to vote now, well, not now, but before 20 days. You have about 21 days left to vote. So here's my votes. Let me move my camera a little bit here for you. So I have already voted here. And what the team face-off challenge does is it asks you, based on these two teams competing against each other, which team do you think is going to place higher by the end of the tournament? So they give you a 1v1 situation and you vote for which team. Here are all my picks, and this is based off of the same thing I always do. I take all the previous matches these teams have played, the team's individual stats, for the past few esport teams, running through Excel. I used to have to use Excel. Now I can just use freaking AI, which is super awesome. And I make my picks based on that. So if you want to copy pasta my picks, here they are. If you want to make your own recommendations or picks, drop those in the comments or whatever. Let other people pick and compare. And in terms of points that you get for this, these points are going to be extremely dependent on how many people vote for each team. So PUBG kind of gives like an underdog extra point bonus. So like for this team exactly, or for example here, for a T5 in Geeky Esports, you see over here it says that you get 800 points if T5 wins, but if you voted for a Geeky and Geeky wins, you get 6,800 esport points. That's because they are not the favored team to win. They are less likely to win. So it's just like if you gamble at a casino, you're making picks on sports bettings. If you bet on the underdog and they end up winning, you get a higher point percentage back. Okay, so that's the TLDR for the team face-off. Those are my picks. If you want to copy paste my picks, or like I said, if you have different ones, feel free to drop them below. This is a free voting tool. You do not have to pay anything to do team face-off. pick the winner, you have to vote with these coupons, which is what we covered in the PGC skin video. These coupons can be obtained a couple of different ways. Number one, you can buy them by buying the PGC skin bundles, which we purchased a few of them already. Let me find where are they at? Featured, new, PGC here. So you can buy these skin bundles. And if you guys haven't seen that video will be coming out, I think, in a couple hours, where I show you can buy these skins, the mega bundle or the smaller bundles, and you can buy the weapon bundle or individuals. But if you buy the mega bundle, on the bottom, it only gives you one voting coupon. But once you purchase this mega bundle, these two smaller individual bundles show $0, so they cost you nothing to get. You can claim them and get the extra voting coupons. Same thing for the gun skin. So do that. And then you can also buy the emote if you want the dancing emote. That comes with one extra voting coupon. Then if you go to the daily login check-in things, over here you can get one free coupon simply by playing PUBG for 30 minutes, surviving in the game. Then if you vote for your favorite team in the Pick'em challenge, you get 5,000 bonus esport points. If you go to the esports point shop page, which is the last page I showed you just a minute ago, you get 5,000 points. If you vote for one of the teams in the Pick'em winners at least once, you get 5,000. If you visit the PUBG Esports website through the overview menu, you get another 5,000. And if you watch the tournament broadcast, so when the tournaments start to happen, if you go to the overview menu and then watch the link through there, you get another 5,000. And you can just simply do that by going to the Pick'em overview. There should be a visit website right here. Click on that. It'll load the PUBG website. Once you're there, I think you might have to log in when you get there, to be honest. Yes, team face-off you can do right now. That's the one that you actually have to do before the tournament starts. Is there a login? There's a login section. Let me just see what happens here. Okay, so now we've officially logged in and we visited the website. Let's see how quickly it reacts. All right, did that count? Hey, it counted. Nice. Boom, get our 5,000 esport points. Hopefully yours isn't as buggy as mine. All right, and those are the skins that we've already covered and reviewed. That's why you would vote, right? To get the esport points, AUG, pan, parachute, helmet, weapon charm, etc., etc. So that is the TLDR on the PUBG Esports Pick'em Challenge 2025. I will be making a follow-up video closer to this deadline. So this is 34 days from now. So in about a month, I will make one follow-up video that says, here are my recommended picks for the Pick the Winner Challenge. And these are my team face-off picks, which you can copy those now.